Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're taking a deep dive into something really cool and maybe a little risky.
Mm-hmm.
Luxury watch authentication.
Mm-hmm.
You sent us this excerpt from Testo Incalado. Clearly, you're doing your research before dropping some serious cash on a fancy watch.
Smart move.
Yeah, so let's get into it. How do you make sure you're getting the real deal, not some knockoff?
Well, the thing about luxury watches, it's not just about telling time, right?
Right.
There's a whole history there, incredible craftsmanship, top-notch materials, and let's be honest, they can be a pretty good investment.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And that's exactly why counterfeiting is such a huge problem in this market. People want a piece of that, even if it's a fake piece.
Makes sense. It's more than just buying a watch. It's like buying into a legacy.
Absolutely.
The source we're looking at today, it really emphasizes the materials. Like, you're not going to find a real Rolex made out of, I don't know, tin foil, right?
Aha, right.
Got all
You're
that stuff.
talking stainless steel, gold, platinum, sometimes even titanium. And honestly, you can often get a feel for authenticity just by holding the watch.
Yeah.
A genuine luxury watch, it's got some heft to it.
Yeah?
Yeah, you can feel the density of those high-quality metals. If it feels light, like suspiciously light, that's your first red flag. Something might be off.
So I've always been curious about this. What's like the most common thing you've seen, like the biggest giveaway that a watch is a fake?
For me, it's often the engravings on the case and the dial.
The engraving.
Yeah, a real luxury watch, the engravings are incredibly precise.
No.
We're talking sharp lines, consistent depth, a clean, polished finish.
Hmm.
And the font style, that has to be absolutely uniform throughout. Even one slightly wonky letter can be a dead giveaway.
Wow.
I once saw this watch, supposedly high-end, and the R in the brand name was practically italicized while all the other letters were block capitals. It was so obvious.
That's crazy. I never would have thought to look for something like that.
Oh,
It really shows the level of detail that goes into these authentic watches.
oh, absolutely. Every little detail matters.
So, okay, we've got the weight, the engravings. What else should we be looking at?
Well, the source mentions sapphire crystal, which is a really big deal for a lot of high-end watches, especially the ones known for being super durable.
Okay, sapphire crystal.
Yeah, sapphire is incredibly hard. Like, it rates a 9 on the Mohs hardness scale. That's second only to diamond.
Wow.
So it's insanely scratch resistant.
Hmm.
A real sapphire crystal will stay pristine even after years of wear and tear.
So if you see scratches on the watch face, it's either been through a lot?
Or it's not the real deal.
Gotcha.
And it's not just about durability. Sapphire also has amazing clarity compared to regular glass.
Oh, interesting.
So the watch face, it just looks sharper, more vibrant. Brands like Rolex and Patek Philippe, they're known for using sapphire crystal.
This is where it gets really interesting for me. The source, it briefly mentions movements and complications, but I think we need to go deeper here.
Definitely.
Like, what are we actually looking at inside these crazy, intricate watches?
You're right. This is where the real magic happens. The movement, that's the heart and soul of a mechanical watch.
Okay.
It's the whole intricate system of gears, springs, levers, all working together to power the timekeeping.
So complicated.
Right. And then you have complications, which add functions on top of just basic timekeeping. Things like chronographs, moon phase displays, perpetual calendars.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Those complications, they require incredibly precise engineering, and they're often a big indicator of a watch's value and authenticity.
So you're saying a really elaborate complication that's almost impossible to fake convincingly.
Pretty much, yeah.
Wow.
The skill and precision needed to copy those mechanisms, it's just extraordinary. Counterfeiters, they often cut corners there.
They gotta, right.
Of course, if you're ever unsure, consulting a professional is always the best way to go.
Yeah, the source definitely recommends that,
Yeah.
getting the experts involved.
Yeah.
So what should we know about these professional authentication services?
Certified watchmakers and appraisers, they're trained to spot even the tiniest little discrepancies. They have these specialized tools to examine the movements, verify serial numbers, compare the watch to really detailed reference materials.
So they really know their stuff.
Oh, yeah. And there's this really cool development happening in authentication right now with AI systems like TrustWatch.
AI for watches?
Yep. They use machine learning to analyze images and detect inconsistencies that even a trained eye might miss. It's amazing.
That's incredible. So we're combining expert knowledge with cutting-edge technology. Sounds like the counterfeiters are having a hard time these days.
Oh, definitely. And for buyers, it's great to know there are more and more sophisticated ways to make sure you're getting the real deal.
Okay, so let's recap all this for our listener. We talked about the materials being super important, checking the weight and feel of the watch, scrutinizing those engravings, and remembering how significant sapphire crystal is.
Right.
And if you really want to dive deep, learning about movements and complications can be super eye-opening.
For sure.
But, bottom line, if you're spending a serious chunk of change, getting a professional opinion is priceless.
Absolutely. Knowledge is power. But in the luxury watch world, having an expert in your corner is always a smart move.
So next time you're checking out a luxury watch, put your new knowledge to the test. Look for those telltale signs of quality and craftsmanship. You might surprise yourself with how good you get at spotting a fake. Happy watch hunting, everyone!
Good luck.